Hey guys, I'm Leo. This is my wife Heather. We're the Garcias, and we have 4 children. You may have seen them around, brown kids running around here. And I wanted to share real briefly about some things that God has been doing in our lives. We moved here from California in December of 2020, and it was right at the height of the pandemic. And God told us to move out here to Charlotte from San Diego, California, and we didn't know anybody. We just came on a word from the Lord. And we'll share a little bit more about that. What I want to share with you is how I had been saved now for 18 years, but about maybe 15 years ago, within the first 15 years, I struggled a lot through my walk, and I didn't know where to find answers. I would read the scriptures. I was even pastoring at a church for 7 years and doing ministry and just passionately doing what I love, but there was something that was off, and it was my emotional health and my mental health, and I started seeing take a toll in my own life, in our marriage, even in parenting, and things got really hard, really rough. We almost really didn't make it, and God did amazing work through emotional healing and mind healing through the Holy Spirit. And we're so super blessed by what God did. You'll get to hear more later, but we just basically want to help people who are going through something similar, whether they're single, they're married, maybe teenagers, just anybody that wants healing and a breakthrough so they can move forward victoriously. And Heather's going to share a little bit more about our story.
Starting back about 14 years ago, we got married, and for about 14 years, I had been in a place of just discouragement, and I was feeling like our circumstances were not going to change and my husband wasn't going to change. And I would often feel very discouraged and bitter. A lot that came out was not loving at all. I'd feel angry and hurt. Our relationship was very toxic. We were kind of on a roller coaster where things would be okay for a while and then they'd get really hard. And it was just a really rough place to be in. So the Lord, when He moved us out to Charlotte, we had come for many different reasons, but the Lord gave us a word saying that the reason why we were coming was for restoration of our marriage. Well, we get to Charlotte, and 6 months into it, we were in the most toxic place we had ever been, and we ended up basically becoming separated in-house. And there was a day when I was extremely just in deep despair, and the Lord spoke very poignantly to my heart, and He said, I want you to rise up, and I want you to see your marriage from a place of victory. He said, I'm victorious, therefore you are victorious. I want you to start seeing your marriage from a life-giving place, and I want you to start viewing your husband from my perspective and not yours. And even though my heart was not necessarily, like my feelings didn't come into alignment just yet, He had challenged me to very specifically speak certain words over my husband that I felt in my heart. I was like, whoa, Lord, I am not prepared to speak that, but I am going to trust You, and by faith I am going to declare these things over my marriage and start to fight in a new way, because I was looking at our marriage previously as a victim. Truly, I didn't think that I had much power and authority in who I am in the kingdom to be able to come out of this the way that He miraculously brought me through what He was asking me to do. So there was a great miracle that took place, and the Lord just healed and restored, and through a lot of just having the Lord go into very deep places of our heart individually, we were able to see our marriage from His perspective, speak life over it, give me new words for my husband, and we just came into a place of newness, of new beginnings. He said, behold, I make all things new. And it truly was a divine and miraculous thing that the Lord did. And He saved our marriage, truly.
Yeah, and one of those things was coming from a mentality of being a victim of circumstances. And through my emotional healing and inner healing, I discovered that some of those things went as far back as childhood, and similar things for Heather. And so as we started learning, we decided to get trained and equipped and learn all about emotional and mental healing, that we got to a place where we were so passionate that we decided we want to help people do this. And so this is something that we do on the side. We love helping people. We mentor people and we coach people on how to work through things. Again, anybody, you don't have to be married or anything like that. And so we're super passionate about helping people lead their emotions and their mindset in a victorious way. That's kind of pretty much in a nutshell what we're up to in 5 minutes, hopefully.